How are you doing today? Well, I was kind of fired up when I decided to start this stream, but it has taken me over half an hour to like get it to go live. Because you know what? I think YouTube didn't like I was using Brave browser. That might be it. I don't know. So let's talk about my birthday. All right. So, okay. My parents divorced when I was 4. And I haven't seen them in the same room ever since, pretty much. My birthday has never been mine. It's always been my mom's day because she had me, right? And then also like my dad it was exciting for him because he became a father on my birthday. So this is like my birthday is their days, and creating as an adult, creating my own custody arrangement. Typically, what I do is I reserve my birthday to have like dinner with my dad, and then the next day, the day after my birthday, is my stepdad's birthday. So I just go and see my mom and everybody the day after my birthday, and it works pretty well. And I would like to have dinner with you. And he was like, okay, cool. Yeah. I would like to have like take you out to dinner at Fonda San Miguel. Fonda San Miguel is really cool, nice Mexican, like interior Mexican restaurant. It's been there for a wedding. He told me where he wanted to take me for my birthday rather than asking where I wanted to go. But I mean, Fonda San Miguel is expensive, so I wouldn't ask to go there. I'd probably just ask to go to my favorite restaurant. That's not important. So I let him know that, like, yeah, I have that day for you, and I will see my mom, and then the next day for my stepdad's birthday. My dad was like, oh, is his birthday on the day after yours? Without giving away my age, it's been a few weeks. My stepdad's birthday is the day after mine, which is why this has always worked. Extra person to do the extra work. No, they gave me desks, and they ask, and it's like, no, I have an extra desk behind, but I wanted to get out of work early. Whew, I wanted to leave work because I found this package of candy that I needed my sister to have, not for herself, for her unborn child, who I've named Stokely Delts. God, you're going to give me like gestational diabetes. And I said, well, the candy's not for you. It's for Stokely Delts. Maybe he'll let you have one if he's feeling generous. So it was about 20 or 30 minutes after I should have left work, and I got a text message from my dad. Oh, goodness. He said, we have dinner reservations for your birthday at 9, at the bar at 8:30 and hang out. Sunglasses emoji, birthday cake emoji, party popper emoji. Dropped. And he made a 9 p.m. dinner reservation. And then that it wasn't 2 weeks, it was 1 week. It was 1 week. It was 1 week. And I don't know. Many years, another one that feels like, what the fuck, Dad? What the fuck? What the fuck? I made videos over the years to get into my lifetime of knowing my dad. It's just, I have time management issues. because I grew up with a father who had he has terrible time management issues, which is wild because he's like for someone's birthday. And the only thing they had, I'm sorry, I would have, and everybody else would have probably said, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to find somewhere else. And then I would go, never mind, I don't want to do on my fucking dinner at 9 p.m. Oh, shoot, Sleep the Geek. I'm so sorry. There was a pop-up hiding you, and I didn't realize you were in the chat. Okay. Oh, thank you. How do I... Thank you for being... Oh, wait. Okay, I made you a moderator. At least I just think you'll feel cool having a little ranch. Yeah, so I don't want to have... okay. Thank you for showing up, because I was... okay. I'm good about it. Which is why I didn't want to make this a full day go through and I edit the video. I have to relive those feelings over and over and over as I'm editing. And that, I mean, sometimes it does help me process my emotions, but it also makes me feel bad, man. Tall boy when I get home, because like I am unhappy. And went over to my sister's house. I gave her the candy that I bought. Oh, no, wait, no. When I was buying my tall boy on the way to my sister's house, I saw a little 4-pack of Fruit by the Foot pack. Got to my sister's house and I went in and I gave her candy. It's a bag of little candy called Giggles. And I bought them for her. I bought them for her because I was shopping and I saw the package of candy called Giggles. And apparently they're like an all-natural candy. It's like a hit. Because she's carrying a child in her guts, I wanted him to have the giggles. And then I felt bad on my way there because I felt like, oh, my brother-in-law is going to feel like I showed up just to give her, my sister, like a little pack of candy, but like nothing for him. Rude. I felt like that would have been rude. So yeah, I bought him that 4-pack of fucking Fruit by the Foot. I went over, I saw them and their cat, and they're all getting, oh, Penny, she's such a good kitty. They were packing up, getting ready because they're going to a wedding this weekend. My sister's going to be a bridesmaid. It's her first time. She's never been like in a wedding before. Which is exciting. And she's the maid of honor. And I was her maid of honor. So she was like, do you have any tips? And I was like, no, not really. I said beer. My mom told me when she describes her 2 daughters to other people who don't know us, she says that my sister is like a Gap ad, which just sounds like a mess, like a colorful, unkempt mess. Whereas like a Gap ad is put together. There was thought put into this. There were stylistic choices. There was, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I didn't reply to my dad. I fired back that 9 question mark because I can't fucking believe you would announce to me, I booked your birthday dinner for fucking 9 p.m. And the thing is, here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing with my dad and time, because I told y'all about how he did this on Christmas. But this is how it's always been. And this was a problem growing up as a child. Like, to the party, it was over, everyone was gone. All I could see was fucking like confetti on the ground from where the party had been. When I started playing in a band, we were supposed to have band practice at noon every Sunday, every single Sunday. I did that for years, like 4 years, every Sunday. And I was supposed to be there at noon across town. It worked my concept of time. So like I had poor time management, and like my perception of time is a little off. So even if my dad had gotten us a 6 p.m. reservation, then so that we could be in Houston and just be there all day. But like my dad would spend all day doing other things. It's a road trip from Austin to Houston. You don't need your shit together and leaving town. But he did this every time. So then he would start packing. So I just remember the many times where he would like call his mom saying we're hitting the road at like 5, 6, 7 p.m. and saying we're hitting the road when like, yeah, we're in the car, but we're still in our neighborhood. So this isn't like my thing. He's just always been this way. I didn't reply to him. And I talked to my sister about it because it was just straight with time and how he's bad at it. And my sister's never met my dad. Oh, my sister and my dad have never. But what won't work, we can try another restaurant. I imagine this was a photo taken probably last week. He's a union clock. He said, yeah, sorry, if that won't work, we can try another restaurant. You think? Maybe you should have tried another restaurant before you booked 9 p.m. Are you out of your mind? But then he sent that photo of himself playing drums. And he said, a man focused playing a drum kit. And like, had that been separate from the, we're having your birthday dinner at 9 p.m. I'm not going to fight. So during the week, I get up at 5:45 a.m. And when your body is like used to that, because I've been doing it for many years, like I'm not going to get up on a Saturday at like 8, 9 a.m. I'm not staying up all day long to get so fucking that became, I mean, a huge problem at one point. Like, I think it was late 2022. He asks me to be his date to things all the time. And I always just say, yeah. And he'd asked me to go to something with him. And it was the week of Christmas. But at the same time, he also needed me to like go to the UPS store to get something notarized for his documents so he could renew a license it's his real estate license or whatever. So we were going to have in the span of like 5 days, we were going to have Christmas, that I was going to have to go run this errand with him to the UPS store. And then he wanted me to go to the show, and it was all too like back to back, and it was through all of it. And there was one day I left, and I was so overwhelmed with other things going on with not just him, but like my life, that like once I got out of therapy and I was supposed to go to that show, I was already a fucking mess, and I didn't want to go to that fucking thing with my dad. And in my mind, I was thrown off because like I assumed that event cast at a nice theater was expensive, and my therapist, you don't have to go. So I canceled on him, and when I met him at the UPS store to do the notary thing the next day, he like, I don't have energy to be mad at me right now. And I didn't have energy to do anything with you without me. Realize that he does exist. He needs my birth certificate to prove that he has one. So don't fucking yell at me on the sidewalk in front of the UPS store. That's rude. So that's all. I don't know how to politely say, no, Dad, absolutely the fuck not. I'm not having 9 p.m. fucking dinner with you on my birthday.